You know that weird thing when you glance at the clock and it's 11:11 again? Or when you randomly think about someone and boom, they show up out of nowhere. Most people just shrug it off. Oh, what a coincidence. But what if it's not? What if that's the universe trying to get your attention and you're just not listening? Yeah, sounds crazy. But there's something behind it. A kind of hidden intelligence playing with the timing of things, and the people who learn to notice these little signs and act right when they show up, those are the ones who start seeing their lives shift fast. While some are out here thinking life's just random, others know. These coincidences are more like breadcrumbs, maps, secret doors, shortcuts, and you can actually learn how to read them. Carl Jung called it synchronicity, this strange, almost magical link between your inner world and what shows up in the real one. And here's the wild part. When you respond to it the right way, weird stuff starts happening. Good weird. In this video, I'm going to show you what to do when synchronicity shows up, and why it might just be the beginning of everything you've been asking for. Something curious starts to happen when you begin noticing synchronicities more often. You start seeing repeating numbers, hearing the same names over and over, people showing up right after you think about them. Most people just ignore it. But anyone who's ever explored Carl Jung's work, or simply feels there's a higher force guiding things, knows it's not just coincidence. It's the universe trying to start a conversation with you. The thing is, most of us were never taught how to understand synchronicities. The universe won't send you a flashing neon sign. It won't shout in your ear. It whispers. It speaks through repetition, patterns, unlikely encounters, gut feelings that make no logical sense but hit you somewhere deep. And when you start paying attention, you realize there's intelligence behind those signs. They don't just show up randomly. They appear when your frequency is in sync with something bigger. And every time you ignore them, you miss a golden chance to align with your true path. Imagine being in a crowded room and someone across it softly says your name. If you're not tuned in, you'll never hear it. That's how the universe works. It doesn't push. It invites. It hides possibilities in tiny details. And this is where a lot of people make a quiet mistake, one that ends up blocking one of the most powerful tools for spiritual growth we have. The truth is, most people see a synchronicity and let it pass, like it's no big deal. And that's the quiet mistake almost everyone makes. The universe gives you a gentle nudge, a soft tap on the shoulder, and you respond with doubt or distraction. But every time you ignore those signs, your spiritual sensitivity starts to fade. It's like you're telling life, I'm not ready yet. Some call it coincidence. Others think it's just their imagination. But energetically, you're missing a rare chance to align your frequency with something much greater. When synchronicities start showing up often, it's not random, it's an invitation. Carl Jung said that synchronicities reveal hidden connections between you and the universe. And if you're not paying attention, you stay stuck in logic mode, missing the magical layer of existence that's right in front of you. What hurts the most is, this mistake happens in silence. No one sees it, no one talks about it, but deep down, your soul feels it. A synchronicity is like a portal opening for a moment. If you don't walk through it, it closes. And just like that, you slip back into routine, into autopilot, without even realizing what you missed. But what if you knew exactly what to do the moment a synchronicity appeared? The secret is in the first 30 seconds. That short window is when you have to pause and connect. No scrolling past it, no brushing it off or saving it for later. When a synchronicity shows up, the very first thing you should do is stop. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what was I just thinking or feeling in that exact moment? That one simple question can unlock answers straight from your soul, confirmed by the signs the universe just sent you. And that pause, it's not just symbolic, it's energetic. When you breathe and bring your attention into the moment, your entire vibration shifts. You step out of autopilot and into presence. And in that space, the invisible starts to make sense. One powerful practice is to keep a journal just for this. Write down the numbers, the dreams, the people, the thoughts that keep showing up. Over time, you'll start to see the patterns, things you were missing before. Another powerful technique is what I call ask and listen. Ask the universe, what are you trying to show me? Then pay attention. The answer might come in seconds, or hours, or even days. But it will come. Maybe in a lyric, a random conversation, or a thought that pops into your head out of nowhere. The key is being open. Because the more you respond to the signs, the more signs you'll start to receive. But here's the real question: are all of these signs truly aligned with your spiritual purpose? Not every synchronicity is a green light. Sometimes the universe isn't saying go, it's saying look at this. That's why understanding synchronicities takes more than just awareness. It takes sensitivity. You have to ask yourself, does this sign bring me closer to my essence, or is it just a distraction? When synchronicities bring peace, expansion, or awaken something deep inside you, that's a strong sign they're aligned with your soul's purpose. True vibrational alignment isn't loud, it's coherent. You know that feeling when something just makes sense, even if it doesn't make sense logically? That's it. Synchronicities aligned with your purpose often bring clarity, courage, or even that necessary discomfort that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Carl Jung talked about this, how the signs from the universe can be powerful catalysts for deep transformation. But to let that happen, you have to be brave enough to listen to your intuition. Intuition is the key. Googling every little sign won't help, because the real answer is already inside you. Feel it. Ask yourself, does this resonate with what I want to build? If yes, follow it. If not, watch it with curiosity and stay open. Life will always adjust the path. And when you start trusting yourself more than the noise around you, the universe starts speaking louder. That's when the real magic kicks in. That's when incredible stories start unfolding in real life. Some people changed their entire lives just because they decided to follow a single sign. Steve Jobs, for example, once shared that he randomly signed up for a calligraphy course, just on impulse. Years later, that seemingly pointless decision influenced the design of Apple computers. That's synchronicity in action, even if he didn't know what to call it at the time. The universe planted the seed, he followed. The rest? History. These synchronicities, as Carl Jung said, are like invisible bridges between our intuition and our destiny. Jim Carrey is another example. Before he was famous, he wrote himself a check for $10 million, post-dated for the future. And after years of persistence, guess what? He got cast in a role that paid him exactly that. Coincidence? Not when you understand the language of the universe and learn to vibe at the right frequency. Oprah Winfrey, too, has shared countless moments when unexpected signs shaped life-changing decisions. These stories prove that when you respond to the signs with aligned action, something big happens. But it's not just celebrities. Everyday people, like you and me, experience this all the time. Someone decides to move to a new city after dreaming about it over and over, and ends up meeting the love of their life. Someone else finds a book lying on the ground, and inside it, the exact message they'd been searching for. These are synchronicities just waiting to be recognized. And maybe you've lived something like this too. But here's the real question. What did you do when you noticed it? Did you follow it, or did you let it pass? Now, tell me this. How many synchronicities have you noticed and simply ignored? How many times has the universe tried to speak to you, but you were too busy to listen? And what if today is the day you flip that switch? What would happen if The next time you saw a synchronicity, you responded with presence, attention, and action. Maybe the answer you've been searching for these past few months is already there, hidden in a number, a sentence, or even a random encounter. The truth is, the universe doesn't roll dice, it communicates. The problem is, most people just haven't learned how to understand synchronicities. But now you know the way. And from this moment on, you have two choices. Keep living on autopilot, thinking it's all just random, or wake up to the subtle reality that only a few truly see. So tell me in the comments, what was the last synchronicity that gave you chills? What do you think it was trying to tell you? If this video resonated with you, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Here, we dive deep into this invisible but very real universe of signs, vibrational energy, and conscious expansion. And trust me, when you start responding to the signs, miracles stop being rare and start becoming your new normal.